Hello and welcome to Shows to Astonish. I am your host, the Fat Mantis, and welcome to my review of Season 2, Episode 2 of The Mandalorian. This episode is directed by Peyton Reed of Ant-Man fame, and what he delivers is a high-adventure, high-octane, very tense action-adventure with very little plot, but good context as to why the action is happening. It was par with the last episode, so I'm going to hit it part by part. Just travel with me on this wonderful Star Wars adventure. So, number one, it starts with a fight in the desert, and this might be a staple of what's going to happen with The Mandalorian. It would appear that he is going to continue to every episode have one monster fight in the beginning, and I am completely alright with that. They want to hammer home the idea that him and Baby Yoda are constantly being barraged by assassins, cutthroats, and eventually Sith cultists, if Star Wars continues the regular formula. Now, I'm into this. I'm liking all this action adventure, and it was very clever the way he ended it with that jetpack shenanigans. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Now, he ends up in the hangar where he ends up with Amy Sedaris, who I think I'm kind of done with her. I can't wait to see her next season, but I'm done with her over-hamming it up and overdoing Star Wars references. She jumped the Star Wars shark when she was like, I want that, I like my crate dragon medium rare. What do you think I am? Some sort of Rhodian? It was, yeah, I'm ready to move on from that. So he helps this poor space pilgrim frog lady. I believe she's the same species as the nuns in The Last Jedi on Luke's planet. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's very possible she's the same kind. So they added another Star Wars, little Easter egg thing that is important to know. That's just more world building. But he asked her if she speaks Huttese. Now, for all of you not in the know, that is the language of the Hutt, of Jabba the Hutt fame. And, that is a very important or very widespread language used in the Outer Rim due to all the crime syndicates, like an intergalactic crime syndicate that the Hutt families have done. The Hutt, everywhere they go, they set up a crime shop, and everyone eventually has to pay or owes them money in some way, and therefore countless races speak Huttese as their primary language. So it makes sense that a bounty hunter and someone who travels around the Outer Rim would know it, and it was cute that he brought that in. If you're ever playing the Star Wars RPG, remember, make sure your character knows Huttese. And, they're traveling, and what comes to, I think, honestly, the best scene of the season so far. And it's when the X-Wings fly up on the Mandalorian, and it shows you that cops can be douchebags in any galaxy, anywhere, basically. They pull up, they seem friendly enough, they're asking a few questions, and after a while, you realize that their context to talking to you was not nice at all, and they've always been trying to screw you over since the first moment. They're trying to catch you in a lie, they're trying to catch you all these things, but that moment where he's forced to do the ping, and then he sees they open their combat spoilers, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. And the adventure starts and does not stop for the rest of the episode. It becomes a very fun aerial chase where he goes down into the ice planet. And you've probably seen it a lot in the trailers. So far, the trailers are gonna probably consist of everything from the first 3 episodes and nothing else. But it was a very good adventure. And for the record, I just want to let you know that the X-Wing pilots were actually played by Dave Filoni, who, was the showrunner for a while of Clone Wars, and is a writer and director on this show, and basically one of the important talking heads in the Star Wars behind-the-scenes situation. And the other one was the dad from Kim's Convenience. It was, really fun to see these guys, but, the chubbier X-Wing pilot is the dad from Kim's Convenience. If you haven't seen it, you can check that out on Netflix. So, they end up going down to the planet, and they start doing this gag, which makes me very, very uncomfortable. When they're stuck on the ice planet, they take Baby Yoda, and they turn him into a back alley abortionist. Yeah, that's right. Now, I know they're unfertilized eggs, but the constant gag of him eating that woman's eggs and the babies, I know there aren't real frog people in there as of yet, the way we eat eggs. But it just makes you feel uncomfortable. It conjures up images of a monster, and they played it up constantly. They thought it was extremely cute that this was going on, and I just did not love it. So they do this thing that is, it's a cliche or a trope or whatever you want to call it, but they have, anytime there's an innocent character amongst a bunch of scoundrels or adventurers, they do something stupid like wander off and get the entire party into trouble. And the Frog Mother is no exception. She wanders off and she goes to a hot spring down there to hang out with her babies in the pool. And, you know, of course, she's going to get everybody killed. Now, this is what starts the space spider, or ice spider scene, and it was remarkable. Of course, it starts off with Baby Yoda eating more babies. They're going to just have him, is that going to be a reoccurring gag where he's just murdering people's babies? He's a monster. I didn't know if those creatures were sentient or what, but it created this great scene where there's endless spiders and a giant spider mom coming, and it was a truly tense scene. I mean, we know our characters aren't going to die, but I was feeling it. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. You know, and they, you know, the creature chases them off into their ship, and just as soon as you think you're almost out, you know, the mama spider turns out to be alive and keeps coming. You know, that adventure, that action adventure scene is the gift that keeps giving. It just keeps going. You know, there was a scene where he's trying to close the door and he has to use the flamethrower, and the mama frog pulls out her little hold-out blaster. It was awesome. It was awesome in every possible imaginable way. It was very much felt like an Indiana Jones in space sequence, so I was totally into it. And you know, Star Wars continues to do these cute little things. Like for instance, when they're running for their lives, the Frog Mother gets on all fours and she's hopping. She's doing these long leaps instead of actually running. And it was cute. It added to everything there. Now at the end, after, you know, of course the cops, you know, cops can be douches everywhere. They show up. They decide to say they're going to take away his arrest warrant, but they leave him in the ice to die. And I actually thought the episode was going to end like that. I thought they were going to remain stranded on this planet. However, he's able to fix it, and they crawl back or to their new planet, to the next destination. Now, I really like this episode, so ultimately, I'm going to give it an 88. Not quite as good as the last one, but the last one was a full hour. This one was 40 minutes, a good 40 minutes. I can't wait to see what's going on, and I can't wait till the high octane actual storylines go on. Where are these hidden characters? Is Ahsoka really here? Are we actually going to see Sabine Wren? What is going on here? But I cannot wait. Please let me know what your thoughts of this episode was down in the comments below. Until next time, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and keep tuning in to Voice of the Fat Mantis for more Mandalorian reviews. Until next time, ciao for now.